Hey guys! Okay, so we are pushing it. We are pushing it further. Today we're gonna be finishing out the whole post controller page, as in the single post page, like how a post would look like in a single page. If you want to click the read more button, which right now is going nowhere, if you want to click it and you want to go towards the single page of the post, then we'll be creating that page for it. So first step, we need a controller for it, right? So a controller is basically a view for your route. Of course, when you click the read more button, it will get you to a different route, right? It will take you towards a different view. So for that, we create a view. So that view will be called post, just a single post. And let's have its oops. Let's have all the relevant files, new file. I wish I could automate everything, man. It's such a hassle. Dot controller dot JS. I mean, I could if I write a bash script for it, but then you also have to write the bash script, right? Well, yeah, if you want to think in the long run, then it's a good deal, but I'm too lazy for that as well. Okay, and post.controller.spec.js. Okay, so let's see how the post.html would look like. We want to have a really simple view. First, we always have this div body top section because I have written the CSS in such a way that it just gives a good nice look to your page, and it kind of separates your view out from your navbar. So yeah. Okay, so before these files have to be injected, first we need to declare the route. So let's declare the route for this. We'll just copy this part and paste it. Change the indentation a bit. Okay, this is gonna be a hassle. Hate this indentation system. Let's just roll with it. Let's just get on with it. The beautification comes later. Okay. All right. So this will be the single post page. Now, post slash. Oh, sorry. The state will be post. Single post. Maybe we can write single post. I'm just gonna write post. And what you call it? Yeah. So we'll have the URL would look something like post slash ID. The ID will be the post ID. And this will go to post. Oh, I'm so tired of saying post. Post controller. And let's name it again post. You can change it if you want to, but yeah. Okay. So okay, let's write the main controller file. It will be similar to this. So, oh, shoot. Excuse my cursing. All right, so post controller, same, same. All right, so now before this can take effect, like I said, first you have to start the gulp task again, because or else it will not inject your files into the index.html. All right, so I hope it's injected. Now let's see. Let's link this post thing here. So slash post slash post.id. What this is doing is it's just going to take you to the route with the post ID with the single post page. Sorry. So let's see if this works. It's underscore ID. Yeah. So this page is being rendered. It doesn't have anything because we didn't write anything. The only thing we do have is the body top section. Now, let's write a service for this, because what we need to do is we need to fetch a single post by its ID. So get post equal function ID, and this let's just okay. This part will be the same. And the only thing different is, let me just take a look at how my endpoints were. I kind of forgot. It's been a long time, right? So what I need to give is the get posts. This is how it looks like. All right, so in the service, I'll have this. The slash in the beginning is unnecessary, and this will be dynamic, and yeah, something like this, right? So post slash ID. The ID is what is being passed through here. Okay, so we don't have any data, we don't have any headers. It's just a simple get call again. So let's use this in our controller. Let's inject our post service. I know I'm coding really fast, so please bear with me. And if you have any questions, well, post it in the comments below. Okay, so var VM, the first step to writing anything, var VM equals this. Now, how are we gonna get the ID from our route? Like this route, we need this ID in order to make the get post call, right? The get post, just single get post call. We need this ID passed into the service. Now, how are we going to get that, access that ID? Well, the easiest way is to use state params. Now, if you go to AngularJS documentation for $state $state provider provider, you'll find a way to, you'll find lots of you'll if you check the documentation, you'll find lots of uses for it, how to access the state. Now if you want to access the state parameter, which is the ID here is our state parameter. The in the route.js, this ID is our state parameter, right? So if you want to access that in your controller, you have to inject your state params, comma $state params params. Now if you want to access your state $state params.id, this is the ID you get. Now if you want this name to be changed, then it will also have to be changed in your route. This is the name of our parameter ID, that's why we are accessing this ID. All right, so now if whenever this page will load, we want the post service to be called. So post service dot get post, and we want to vm.id, we want to inject that, and then then function, and we have our data, right? So we want our data to be available somewhere, so let's declare a variable for it, post object. It's an object, not an array this time. So vm.post object will have our data, and you want to catch if there's any error, and you want to log it dot debug error. Oops, yeah. So you want to put the log as a dependency, inject it as a dependency, and yeah, so this function will be called. Now let's put some HTML. Now we didn't put any HTML yet. Let's just okay, let's just write a container first. So div.container, container, and inside the container we'll have an image, which will be the placeholder image, HTTP placeholder. I'm just writing it out of memory. I hope it's correct. Let's have it maybe 1170x maybe 550. Let's just wing it. Okay, so then we want to have our post title. Let's just see if our post title is being rendered properly. Then we'll write the rest. Post title. Oh, sorry. Post dot post object dot title. Now this post is basically however you declared the controller as the controller name in your route. So in the route you declare this as post. So that's why we have to write it post. And this is basically this variable, the VM variable, the VM variable of your controller. Right, and the post object is of course the post object, and the post object dot title is your, like your JSON, your object, whatever attributes it has. Right, so we have a post title. Now let's see if this is being rendered properly. Macchiato, yep, it's being rendered nicely, and this is the height is too much. Let's give it 350. Okay, so in the rest of the things you can just render as is. You could give, let's just copy this out. Too agonizingly slow. You want your title, sorry, author, and then again you want your created at, yada. And then you want, sorry, you want your filter, date filter to be again medium or whatever format you want. And then yeah, then you would just try to have the post body. So P, let's give a break or a horizontal line, and then you have your P tag, and then you have your body. You'll have your whole body over here, and then yeah, that's it. And then that's how the page would look like. It looks pretty nice, right? Uh, all this is rendering nicely is because I've done the CSS for you beforehand. If you want to change the CSS, of course, go to the index.css file. Sorry about the noise. Index.css file, and then you can change it according to your likings. But this design looks pretty cool, right? For a pet project, of course. But if you want to make it into a brand stuff, or you want to ship this project to production, then of course you can change it according to your brand logo or whatever. So this is the controller page. We're done with the controller page. Now in the next tutorial, we'll be writing the publish page, like how to do a post call and how to publish a post from your AngularJS app. So stay tuned, give a thumbs up, and good luck.